Hi, I'm Donald Washington, Director of the U.S. Marshals Service. Every day all across our nation, men and women in law enforcement stand the watch. They protect our citizens, and they make our country not only stronger, but more just. They often look danger in the face, and sometimes they give their last full measure of devotion. Each year we gather to honor these fallen brothers and sisters. This year, we pay special tribute to 307 who stood the watch and serve as bright reminders of the devotion to duty exemplified by America's law enforcement officers. Their names will be forever carved into the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial. For the U.S. Marshals Service, we remember one courageous officer who was taken from us in 2019 and 8 more who passed in prior years. They are Supervisory Deputy U.S. Marshal Norman D. Merkel, Jesse P. Bristol, Lorenzo C. Crowell, Alfred F. Duckworth, Thomas P. Foley, Albert Gibson, Henry Peckinpah, William A. Pross, and Richard Zoss. These 9 officers now live in our history as heroes of justice, integrity, and service, and we pledge to remember them forever. To all the men and women whose names are being added to the wall this year, I say, rest easy, we'll take it from here.
I'm Dave Harlow. I retired in 2018 as the Deputy Director of the United States Marshals Service. On Police Officers Memorial Day, we keep our promise to never forget. Never forget the men and women who have sacrificed everything. Never forget their families and their co-workers. Today, I think about the over 200 U.S. Marshals and Deputy U.S. Marshals who died while serving their country. Very specifically, I can remember the 19 who perished during my 34-year career. I can see their faces. I can see their families' faces. Let us also remember each and every law enforcement officer throughout the United States who has lost their life while doing their job. They are all heroes, and they all deserve to be remembered. It only takes a minute. Keep our promise. Never forget.
Hello, my name is Stacia Hylton, the former Director of the United States Marshals Service. Today, May 15th, is Police Officers Memorial Day. It's usually a week that all of us converge in Washington, D.C., stand together, attend ceremonies, candlelight vigil, to honor and remember those that have given their life in the line of duty. It's a time for us to be with the families and surviving team members, to share wonderful stories, be there for support. Unfortunately, this year, we can't be there because of COVID-19. However, I'm grateful to the United States Marshals Service Museum for coming up with this brilliant idea to allow us to share messages virtually. So let's take a moment today, no matter where you are, at some point, to remember those that have given their life in the line of duty, the Deputy U.S. Marshals, U.S. Marshal Service Task Force officers, and court security officers. Some chasing some of the most notorious fugitives in our history, others protecting our facilities. No matter what, they never wavered. They protected team members, but they played the ultimate sacrifice. So each and every day is hard on the family members, so we must always continue to be there, be vigilant, show them how much we care and love them. So for Bill Deegan's family, Billy Jr., Brian and Karen, for Pam Hotzenpiller and Dustin, for Pam Roberts and Meredith, for Warren Sr., Ann, Shannon and the girls, for the Pagerly family, for Channing and little Josie, for Pat Carruthers' family, Chris Hill's family, Deputy McKnight's family. Each and every one of you have lost your loved one, but each and every one of us have made a vow that we shall never forget. We're always here for you, and we love you, and we wish that we could be together to share some wonderful memories. For those of you that continue to serve, I thank you for your service. Even through COVID-19, I know each and every one of you are out there working hard. So stay safe, be careful, and thank you for all you do.
My name is Caulk, and I retired from the United States Marshals Service in December of 2015. I now have the honor and the privilege to serve as the Executive Director of the U.S. Marshals Survivors Benefit Fund. The fund provides financial and educational assistance to their surviving family members of Marshal Service employees, task force officers, and court security officers who have been killed in the line of duty. During this unique time in our country, it is more important than ever that we recognize and remember the law enforcement officers from all agencies who have made the ultimate sacrifice. They chose a career path which afforded them the opportunity to protect the communities in which they lived, to serve the individuals in those communities. Unfortunately, that career path carries with it an immense amount of risk, including the risk that they might not return home at the end of their shift. We must also remember the surviving family members as they continue to deal with the unexpected and devastating loss of a loved one. They are members of our law enforcement family, and we must continue to support them. Police Week provides us with the opportunity to recognize the sacrifice of our brothers and sisters in law enforcement. As one surviving family member stated, it is not how these individuals died that makes them heroes. It is how they lived. During this time, I hope you will join me in remembering how they lived. Honor the fallen.
This is Nancy McGillivray, the former United States Marshal for the District of Massachusetts. I am honored to have the opportunity to send a special message to the families of our fallen heroes today, Police Officers Memorial Day. As we celebrate and commemorate these brave men and women and the sacrifices made by your loved ones, I want you to know that you, as part of our Marshal Service family, always will be in our thoughts and prayers. We stand strong with you in remembrance of this special day because we will never forget.
I am Michael Greco, recently retired United States Marshal for the Southern District of New York. Although this is a solemn day, it gives us an opportunity to reflect, honor, and remember the service and sacrifice of American heroes. I once read that a hero is someone who is afraid to run away. Most people do run. However, these defenders for the rule of law did not. Take a look at the flag behind me, the flag that represents the greatest nation on the planet. We can say that with confidence because of our law enforcement professionals and those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for what that flag represents. I don't need to remind you that our people put the safety of others ahead of their own every day, even at this very moment. To my colleagues still in the arena, I leave you with this. As you move forward with your mission, however challenging it may be, the job is always resilient because of dedicated men and women like you. You raised your right hand to swear a sacred oath. Keep up the good fight. Our communities and our nation are depending on you. And to the surviving family members, know that we in the Marshal Service and in the law enforcement community stand with you today and every day.
Hi, this is George McGill, Mayor of the City of Fort Smith, Arkansas. This time I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all of law enforcement, those who provide safety and security to our cities and communities across the nation. And we also would like to take a moment to recognize their families, their wives, their children who make the sacrifice every day as they go about to do their jobs. Thank you for your work. We appreciate all you do.